It's Monday, March 30th, 2026, and time for your Monday Market Update. I'm Miranda Andrew.
And I'm Andrew Smart.
Thanks so much for watching. Let's take a quick look at our McHenry County numbers for the last 7 days. We had 140 new listings, 132 under contract, 99 closed sales, 2 expireds, and 76 on the private market. Now, we saw less homes going under contract this week than newly listed, which is the opposite of last week.
Yeah.
Andrew, tell us why.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the biggest thing we're seeing right now, I think the headlines consistently across the news platforms that we look at are interest rates. And our interest rates last week, like we talked about, were at 6.22. This week, they spiked up to 6.38. Now, that is because of obviously the conflicts in Iran that you guys can probably see all over social media, all over the news and everything like that. And what that's doing is obviously causing inflation here in the United States in terms of oil prices and things like that. And that is definitely affecting our interest rates right now.
Yeah, and as we have those interest rates go up, any progress that we made earlier this year on affordability is now being taken back. Now, there's some volatility in this. You know, rates have kind of been up and down. They've been mostly on the downward trend. There was some talk of the Feds doing a rate hike in May. Now, any of those thoughts are pretty much squashed, and we don't think that that's going to happen. And actually, they could even potentially cut, especially if we continue to see people struggling. So while, you know, the Feds are always trying to balance inflation and recessions. And so we don't want to have inflation go too high, which the cost of oil is causing inflation to go up. However, that also can have a negative impact and actually send us into a recession if they go too out of control. So recessions are actually good for interest rates. So if we do end up in a recession because the cost of oil is so high, we will start to see those interest rates come down as a response to that to try and help our help our economy continue to go. You know, we did see less homes going under contract last week than we saw the week previous. So we did see home applications decline, you know, mortgage purchase applications decline last week. We saw under contracts decline a little bit. But April is still the peak time for buyers and sellers to be in the market. You've still got a number of buyers that are looking.
Absolutely. I mean, I think how many we've been under contract this last week? Probably
I think 3. I think we had 3 contracts coming this weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're still having lots of people buying and selling. 2026 is still higher in terms of number of transactions than it was in 2025 and 2024. So we're still pacing out the last couple of years.
Absolutely.
So I still think that we're going to have a lot of transactions. It's just that the Iran conflict is causing kind of throwing a wrench.
It's the huge wild card.
It is, and we don't know how that's going to go. And so depending on how that goes, it will impact rates and it will impact sales as well. But overall, we still have buyers out looking. We still have sellers hitting the market. I am putting my house on the market in the next couple of weeks because I believe April is the best time to list your home. April is always dramatically better than any of the other months because the school year is still always going to dictate when people want to move, and our home cycles are typically on a 30 or 60 day schedule. So therefore, you put a home under contract in April, you're going to be closing in May or June, which is when people want to move before the school year starts. So it's still a good time to buy or sell. It's just we're having some volatility in those interest rates, but hopefully all of this will be settled and we'll have our interest rates back to around 6% soon. Call us if you have any questions. We'd love to answer any of them for you or be your resource. Thanks for watching.